Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. I know it's early in the week. This is Paul. Glad you can join me today, like always. Say hi to a couple people in a minute. Wait for a couple people to get in here. Oh, wait, there's three people waiting. Not even paying attention. I switched everything around, my camera, so I'm not paying too much attention. Let's see, we got Boris and Natasha in here. What's up, guys? 512. Yes. Um, I'm quite surprised how many subs have been joining the last couple days. I've probably had almost 35, 40 subs now over the last 3 days. That's pretty cool. Don't know why, but I appreciate it. I really do. Leroy, what's going on, buddy? How are you? It's good to see you. Um, Good to see you on OBX again today and back in South Carolina and back at your warehouse. Just looking up this model plane that I got at a yard sale not too long ago, getting some things ready to list later this evening since we actually have a night with no sports. That's right, a night with no sports. That's pretty rare this time of year, but I will take it. We had that as well last night because of the rain. I kind of canceled the softball game, and then the boys had scouts, so I got a lot listed last night. I was able to take pictures in a quiet house from 8 o'clock on, and I was able to get about 15 or 16 listings done last night, which for me is a ton for one night. Leroy, the dog is 5 years old that we know of. We got him not this October, the October before that. And when we got him, they said he was 4 years old. That's what they were estimating. He's actually from your neck of the woods. He's from South Carolina, a rescue from there. One of our neighbors was fostering him. And yeah, my fiance saw him and fell in love with him and brought the kids and then brought it to me afterwards. So, of course, I had nothing to say but sure, let's get him. I'm glad we did. He's a great dog. Very good dog. Right, Brody? Brody. Hey, come here. Come here, buddy. See? Yep, he's about 5.5, we assume. Maybe a little younger, maybe a little older, but yeah, he's a good boy. Oh, you want to come? What are you doing? What's up, TJ? Jarhead, I see you're here. Misha, how are you? Hello again, Boris and Natasha. I'm guessing you guys don't have much going on with the girls today, or are you in between car rides right now and just listening while you wait for them? Hold on, let me let him out. He came and hid in here because Caitlin is in the other room in her dance class, and Wendy went into her office to do some crafting supplies, crafting things, and he didn't want to go out with her. So he decided to chill in here. The reason why he was laying that way at the bed is because her office is behind that door. So he obviously missed his mother. Had to travel for work again out near Pittsburgh. You are traveling a lot lately. Is there any reason for that, or you just feel like getting on the road now that things are getting a little bit back to normal? Speaking of a little bit back to normal, I'm excited because at the end of this month, it looks like PA is going to be restriction free except for masks. Hopefully, those go away soon, but to have all the other restrictions lifted is going to be awesome and we can start to get back to normal around here. Uh, Disappointing part of that is about a month ago, we just sent out letters to half of our guest list for our wedding saying we had to chop the list because of COVID restrictions. We're not going to go back now and re-invite everyone. It's just a lot to do now, and of course, a lot more money in a short time frame. So it's unfortunate that they're going to be restricting it right after we set, like taking those restrictions off right after we send out the letters. But hey, it is what it is. We're at least getting back to normal. Garbage Monster, what's up, buddy? Been really enjoying your shorts from your garage sales lately. Guys, if you're not subscribed to Garbage Monster, check him out. He's been putting out a bunch of shorts from his garage sales instead of long haul videos. He just gives you a quick short of the good stuff he finds, and it's pretty cool. Life of a traveling sales rep. Yep, you're right about that. Oh, you're gonna be in the Lancaster area tomorrow. That's awesome. We actually have an office out there as well. Lancaster about hour 15, hour and a half from me, depending on the traffic. Hey, Lauren, how are you? Glad you could stop in. West Side Gary, what's up, man? I know this is the first time I think you've been in here. I'm glad to see you. How things going with you? Any big things coming up for any auction soon? But yeah, we got a lot listed last night. I've actually got a pile of stuff here that I've just been starting to research, and I'm going to be taking photos of later tonight after dinner and then listing. So I'm hoping to possibly get another 15 listed. Um, I kind of slacked off for a little bit in April, and my sales showed it. What a surprise, right? But about a week ago, I started listing again, trying to get 5 to 10 a day, and the sales picked up. I had a great weekend. Brought 9 or 10 things to the post office yesterday, which is a lot for me. It is the first time I actually printed out one of those scan forms for the postal service. I don't know if I'm going to do that again. Half the stuff is still saying scanned, like it was accepted, but hasn't been processed yet. So that kind of makes me nervous. I hope it doesn't affect my rate, but it does show that it was accepted at the post office. So we'll see about that. But yeah, listing more has paid off, and my store's had a ton of traffic today after listening a bunch, but only one sale so far. No auction this weekend. Okay, you're back on May 15th. Hey, everybody needs that break every once in a while. That's what happened with me with the listing when sports started. I just needed a break. Flippin' Ray of Sunshine, how are you? Good to meet you. Yes, you're new here. You're a new sub. I just subbed to you as well, and waiting to see some of your stuff as well. I haven't really had the chance. Um, Here on the live, I kind of just talk about whatever comes to my mind and wherever the chat kind of takes things. Some weeks I have a topic that I want to go over. This week there really wasn't. I just didn't have anything like at the front of my mind I wanted to discuss. But I try to be live every Tuesday, so we're just here and just seeing where this conversation goes today. I'm glad you could stop by and join us. Yes, thank you, Gary. I really appreciate that. 500, 500 this quick has been a big surprise to me. I started YouTube. My first video went live about December 16th. Um, and yeah, I just kind of take it off. I've been averaging about 100 subs a month, but this month I've had a couple things pop off that I guess drove some traffic to me. One of them was my yard sale video, which YouTube, I guess it kind of hit the algorithm because I looked at the analytics and I have 80% non-subscribers watching that, and I gained about 15 to 20 subs from that video. So that was pretty awesome. Really trying hard to list more every day. Yeah, I'm trying to get in a better habit of that. Last night I had a pile of stuff ready to go, and during Joey and Drew's show, I kind of just went to town. Do you just have to discuss about how people make plans and cancel? Um, I really wasn't going to talk about that, Leroy. um, but we could. Nah. Hey, you were away. You had a long trip. I know there were a couple people you wanted to see, and you did have to get back. You do this full time. I'm part time, so I know you had a lot of shipping to get back to, and you need to make money from this. So I completely understand that you had to keep on the road. I do hope you enjoyed your visit with Tommy. Hope you guys had a good day at the auction and everything else you did. Hey, Chris, 500. Yes, I'm very excited about that. And actually, it looks like I'm already up to 512. So things are moving right now, and I'm pretty excited about it. Carl, the lazy reseller. What's up, buddy? How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, Leroy, it's cool. Only funny part about it is, I think you were the one messing with me saying I was going to go, oh, I got baseball, I got softball. the kids need to do this, or oh, there's a sports card show. Remember that, Leroy? But it's cool, buddy. um, yeah. So what's everybody got going on today? Any big plans for your week, or you still trying to get everything together from any great hauls you had at yard sales this past weekend, garage sales? It's crazy how certain YouTube videos pop off. It really is, Lauren, and it surprises me why some do and some don't. When it came to that yard sale video, that was part one. Um, I did put out a part two 2 days later. I used virtually the same thumbnail, just changed a couple little pieces and used the same exact tags. I was thinking if I used the same exact tags and a similar thumbnail, it would pop off the same. It didn't. It's currently at about 140 views, where that first yard sale video has gone over 500 views now. So it's very interesting on what YouTube decides to push out to others, especially when you're kind of doing stuff the same every time. But it's what's kind of making me so interested in YouTube, because there's just so many unknowns to me and so much stuff that I can learn from it. Been really diving into the analytics lately to try to see why certain videos are doing better and what I can do to improve those. This guy deserves all of the new subscribers. He has been checking on me throughout the day, encouraging me about getting all my shopping done or shipping done. Thank you, sir. Yeah, no problem, Leroy. You're my boy, man. I told you I consider you a friend, and I know how you can get at times. You know how I can get at times. So I just want to look out for you, bud. And guys, if you're interested in tools and you do not know Leroy Blood, Sweat, and Soul, you need to check him out because he's very knowledgeable. I'm really hoping he starts back up his Tools of the Trade show that he used to do with someone else. I think he should pick that up. A couple weeks ago, I was at a yard sale and didn't know much about tools. But I was looking through the guy's tools and I'm like, what can I find here? I had no clue. I saw some wrenches. I saw the word Craftsman and Forged in the USA. That's all I saw, and I still didn't know if they were even good or not. But I remember Leroy telling us before in one of his shows, if you're going to look at wrenches, Craftsman, Forged in the USA, you'll make some money on them. So I picked up 13 of them, took all his wrenches, 13 for $5. I reached out to Leroy. He helped me on what to do in listing those and told me how he would go through the process. He suggested breaking them up into 3 lots. The first lot finally sold today. It was these 2 ratchet type wrenches. I listed them for 30 plus shipping. Somebody offered me 20 and I took it today. After the fees and shipping, I'm walking away with $17. The entire buy cost for the wrenches was $5. So I've still got 11 more wrenches to go and I've already made $12 profit. So thank you, Leroy. Been learning a lot from you. And guys, if you want to learn anything about tools, definitely check him out. I'm pretty sure he's getting ready to type in the chat that he wants 10% since I made some money off him. But thank you, man. I appreciate it. Jarhead's got a few haul videos to film, a couple lottery ticket videos, and working on thumbnails for your lives right now. That's awesome. I watched a little bit of the lottery thing the other day. Wanted to support a little bit. Not quite my thing, the lottery tickets, but I got to support you, man. I know you need those hours. The haul videos, yeah, I've got one to edit myself from this past weekend. It wasn't a great weekend at the yard sales I went to, but I'm definitely going to go through that. And if it was a poor video, I'm going to put out that, the haul wasn't there. That's one of the things I'm trying to do is show people the good and bad. You're going to have those tough days. One of your very first videos was a steaming one, and it has over 4,000 views. That is awesome, Lauren. And you never thought it would be the one to blow up. Wow, that's crazy. And I'm sure you've done similar things with thumbnails and tags in other videos, and they just haven't popped off. It's so interesting how YouTube pushes some and not others. Hey, Marcy, how are you? Glad you could stop in. Hello, I love that name. I'm about to get out of the game. That's a pretty funny name. This time, no charge, 0% interest. Well, thank you, Leroy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Felix BS. All right. Hey, how are you? Glad you could join us. Where are you from? I am in Pennsylvania. We had rain this past weekend. We got a nice hot. See, we got lucky. There was no rain on Saturday. We're starting to get a lot of rain during the week, and that's fine because I've kind of not gone to anywhere during the week anymore when it comes to thrifting. I just hope that from like 7 to 9, 7 to 10 on Saturday mornings, we can avoid this rain so I can get in some quick thirst before baseball. Hate baseball to be rained out, but I'd rather be at the garage sales where I can make some money if I get all this crap in my garage listed. I'm gonna have to cut down on sourcing a little bit just because I've got such a pile building, and that's why I was hitting it hard last night and will be today. Moon Goddess, how are you? Glad you could stop in. I saw you earlier today, and you remember you saying you set the reminder. I'm glad you came in. You're from Turkish. Okay. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Glad you can stop in. How's your day going? Have you played MGS? Don't know what that is. Sorry. Guessing that's another online game the kids play. Not sure. My boys might know what that is. They're all probably playing games right now. Oh. Leroy is starting an RC car channel, you heard. Sure, he's probably got a little bit of knowledge about those too. What does Leroy not know? I don't know. Is that kind of a hint at some of the stuff you guys found this past weekend when you were at the auction house? You're going to head to your huge outdoor swap meet called Trader Village this weekend. Ah, that's pretty cool. Um, what kind of stuff will you be looking for there, Jarhead? Is there anything in particular, or are you just looking for anything that you can make profit off of? Metal Gear Solid? Okay. Yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah, I don't play that. Never have. Yes, you said you would stop by, and I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Absolutely. Uh, so sorry. What's up, T? Oh, Tommy. Man, you meet up with him, and now you just call him by his first initial, Leroy, huh? I'm glad you guys got to meet up. I know Tommy has helped all of us in a big way, and definitely helped you in a big way. So that's good that you guys were able to meet up. Leroy is buying nothing but really nothing but sneakers. Are you messing with me, Tommy? You got to be messing with me. Or did he actually just buy sneakers? That sounds awkward for him. Hey, Kang. Oh, hope my week as well. It will be. I'm hoping so. I hope yours as well is good as well. Glad you could stop in. I've been enjoying seeing you guys in a lot more of these chats. If you guys don't know the Five Resellers, they put out some pretty good content. It's a couple. Check them out. Nikki Love Snacks. Hey, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Wow, there's a lot of little trolls here today, isn't there? You were learning how to lose sneakers and steal boots. All right. There's everything and everything here. There are permanent businesses set up in the buildings. Okay. All right. That makes sense. My parents have a couple of those type of places around them in Florida that we went to last time we visited. This year when we go, I will definitely be looking in those a lot more now that I'm reselling and hoping I can find some stuff. Before we were just with the kids and seeing what was there. There's Marcy. Oh, Marcy's getting them for me. All right. Thank you, Marcy. I appreciate that. Everybody's saying hi to Nikki. Nikki has gotten so popular lately. That was a great video that Philly Flipper Paul put up from their 24-hour live. That was hilarious, Nikki. Um, Definitely was. You are crazy. In a good way, of course. They picked the wrong day, Chris. Uh-oh. Marcy's on a roll today. All right. Crystal. SSK promo. How are you? How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Sorry, as I'm talking, this chat keeps jumping on me when I go to click on somebody. So, hey, how are you? Glad you can stop in. Um, Guys, I'm really appreciating all this support lately. Um, I could tell that the subscribers have jumped up too because these lives and all these videos are starting to get more people coming in, and I really appreciate it. Um, I know I say it a lot, but I just do. I just never expected YouTube to really go this way for me. I just kind of made my videos just to kind of document like what I'm doing with eBay and reselling, and maybe hope that somebody looks at it and sees some good, some bad, and learns from it. So I really appreciate this. It's become a lot of fun. I love this community. All right, TJ, I'll talk to you later. Thanks, Chris. It's one thing I definitely try and be. There's no point in being anything but yourself. Philly Flipper, just talking about you. What's up, Paul? How you do it? Um, you get much done today? Or are you just kind of doing YouTube now? Always seeing you on YouTube with more lives, on another live. Are you able to get your listings done anymore, or are you staying up all night? Tommy got you on a search and rescue mission. Really? For what? Yep, the other Paul. And Gary, I'm in the Philly area too. The funny thing is, neither of us are actually in Philly. We're just right around Philly. I like the lives. It helps to not feel so lonely. I feel like I'm with my people. I'll tell you, I do love these lives a lot more than pre-record. Um, it's just a lot more fun, especially with the chats. You get to know everybody, get to chat with people, a lot of people. It's a great community. I am trying to catch up on pre-records now. I have a watch later list that can go for days, and I feel bad because there's so many people that do watch and comment, and I don't always get to watch back because there's just so much now. And I do spend a lot of time in these lives instead. Yeah, everything's close by, Paul. It's an art, sort of. The vintage Disney shirt for Drew. Got it. All right. Tell me. I did see that about the Disney shirt last night. I went back and watched a little bit more of a Dave show and wish I'd stayed up for the rest of it. That was a pretty good show. I liked a lot of the conversations they had. That was pretty cool. Oh, wow. That's awesome. I'm driving to get it now. All right. Yeah, so today I've got this model plane that I'm going to get listed a little bit later on. Corbin and Amy are around. A whole bunch of Xbox games that I found at a yard sale about a week and a half ago. A lot of them are like series, like Tom Clancy, Grand Theft Auto. So I'm probably going to make some lots out of these. And of course, Chris, those are just a couple pieces right there, but I'm going to start listing a lot of that plush. Um, I probably have like 20 to 30, maybe even more plush sitting in my garage now waiting to be listed. It's just been so cheap at these yard sales, and there's been so many good pieces. I haven't been able to say no. I'm just like, oh, okay, 10 pieces, $10. Some of them are Build-A-Bears. Let's go. Give them to me. I'll take them. I just got to make sure they get listed because they'll just sit there if I don't. Charge them $150 for it. Tommy got them thongs hung all over his walls. Color coordinating is real, Gary. Hey, Tommy, are you guys gonna be back on live tonight? I didn't see any thumbnail yet. I mean, maybe you got it up now, but I didn't see that. I've missed your guys' show tonight. Plush. I'm surrounded by plush these days. That is totally how I feel. These yard sales have just had so much of it that I just keep grabbing it. But some of it's been selling for me. Not a lot, but as long as I keep making sales, I can't turn it down. I recently, one of the Care Bears I got a couple weeks ago, a pink breast cancer awareness Care Bear, just sold for 30. So I pretty much paid off like all the plush I've got and then some from the last month. So I mean, it's cheap. and it does sell. It's not something I want to sell predominantly, but if I keep finding like this, I'm going to. I'll send you a bag of Build-A-Bears. I'm sure you got plenty too, Tommy. Smash that like, folks. What's up, Mo? Glad you're here. I always love that thumbnail from you. Um, Hope you're doing well. Next week, I will hopefully be finished with this new streaming system. The learning curve has been mental. New streaming system? Are you not going to be using Restream anymore? Or is there just a different setup now in your station that you've been working on? Double T, how are you? Glad you could stop in. You have so much inventory to list right now. It's insane. Same here. Um, I've probably got at least 100 to 200 things estimated sitting there in the garage, maybe a little more. Um, so I need to make a big dent in that pile before this weekend if I plan on going sourcing this weekend at more yard sales. Somebody saying hi. No more Restream. Okay. Is it a completely new platform that you're going to be using and testing out, or is it something that's been established and around for a while? 24-inch jumbo squishmallow. It's almost as big as a beanbag chair. Yes, I sold one of those recently. I got one at Aldi, of all places, which I was surprised about. I got it there for like $8.99. It was one of the things I actually had put up in that 99-cent auction challenge. So I kind of took a hit on the shipping on that. It sold for what I was going to list it at, but I was going to charge shipping. So I took a little bit of a hit, but yeah, those jumbo squishmallows, they are freaking huge. I bought two the one time. One is actually sitting in my daughter's room, and she uses it as her normal pillow. It's so big. Even tried to raise my I've been raising my prices on a lot of stuff because I make offers, I counter offers, so I just kind of go a little bit higher. And some of the things wind up selling for what I want, which surprises me, especially when they're higher than other comps. They're still saying hi to each other. Mo, it was good to see you in the still have your live this afternoon talking about one of those Sean Penn movies. That was pretty cool. I'm glad you're still on. Ella, how are you? How's your day going, girl? It's good to see you. And I saw you on Dante's show Sunday, and when I saw you were going on before me, I thought, what is Dante thinking? Ella's got energy up here. She's through the roof with her energy. Everybody loves her. She puts on a great show when she's on somebody's live. And then he goes and puts me on there who's all calm, not that excitable. I'm like, what's he doing? He's going to take everybody from up here to down there. But no, it was good to see you on there. I'm glad you got that promotion for yourself. All of us, actually. It was great of Dante to do that for everybody. Can I ask? Yeah, a lot of times I get what I want to. And the funny thing is, a lot of times the offers will actually be what I want. I just put them a little higher and take a chance to get a little bit more than I wanted. Been around a long time. It's just totally different. Allow me to more things to be integrated without using two different software. Man, that's awesome. I can't wait to see how things play out then next week once you got it all figured out. Squishmallow is what I'm outsourcing. If places around you just kind of re-upped, or you have some thrift stores and other stuff where you can find some. It just jumped. Still claiming Paul is the reason I fell asleep on my live. Yeah, that was pretty funny. That was totally awkward, that hour I was on with you guys. It really was. Because as soon as I got on, you and Corbin both were like, ugh. And both falling out. I could see you guys texting each other, be like, are we going to stay up? I felt like I was the one who put you guys to sleep, even though you had been up for 12 hours already online on the stream. Paul had probably been up for almost 24 hours already since he didn't sleep the day before a 24-hour live. But it was just funny that right after I got off, both of you just like completely fell out and took your long 2-hour nap. What's up, Casey? What's going on? How are you? Glad you could stop in. Man, I was looking for golf clubs all weekend again. Really couldn't find anything. My last stop, I found one house that had a junior set. It wasn't even a full junior set. There was only like maybe four clubs left. Nike juniors. I couldn't find any comps for those exact ones, but I'm pretty sure they're juniors just by the size. They seem pretty small to me. Um, I'm actually going to reach out to you on Instagram, send you a couple pictures, and see what you think. I just was there and saw Nike. I was like, I know they don't make these anymore. Chris and Julian have both said this a few times. Let me grab these. You, Leroy, I don't blame you for being disappointed. You know why? I can say it, but I haven't done it. Um, you have. Uh, you stayed up 24 hours and you got a lot of listings done. A lot. Um, but yeah, I mean, I give those guys credit. Even if they slept for 2 hours, they still went for a long time. Um, Honestly, I don't know if Paul ever would have came back if Amy didn't call and wake him up, but he did come back when she called, and then they put on a good show for the rest of the day. Um, they all just needed that nap after talking to me. Hey, I'm not surprised. What's up, Rafa? How are you? Glad you could stop in, buddy. It's good to see you popping in everybody's lives as well now and chatting it up. Put out some good content. If you guys don't know Rafa, he's the early bird picker. You should definitely check him out. Mod a couple of you guys. If you want, feel free to put your links in. I don't care. I mean, most of you guys already know each other, but there's a chance that some of you might not. So definitely promote yourself. That's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. That's why I gave everybody wrenches. Yeah, what I did was she wanted 20. It was about 4 or 5 clubs in the bag. She wanted 20. Um, I wasn't doing that, but I was getting some video games and a board game. So she was trying to charge me like 25, $30. I said, what about 20 for everything? The clubs, the video games, and the board game. And she thought about it, and I guess she knew that nobody was really going to care about the clubs, so she took it. So overall, it was about 4 or 5 clubs, a bag, 3 video games, and a board game for 20. Whenever you want to challenge me, we can see you can stay up longer, get the most of the done. You can outlead the screen. Let's do this. I'm thinking you're talking to Paul. I think you two are going back and forth. I know it's not me. You guys, that's kind of what made it good. It was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Um, yeah, it was kind of funny. Mo, learn how to sleep with your eyes open like me, and you can fake staying up for days. Mo's got that right. He did look like he was sleeping for some of his 24-hour live with his eyes open, but it's a good trait to have. Kitty kitty kittens because of Chris. I don't know what those are. I'm gonna have to go back and see that. Kitty kitty kittens. Those sell well? All right, put that line. Good like yeah, I tried to get just a Nike driver, but she wasn't going to sell any of them unless it was a group as a lot. So hey, if I was bundling the other stuff and people just want it gone, let's do it. Hello, everybody's saying hi. All right, yes, to Philly Paul. Yeah, I don't know if I could do a 24-hour live anymore. I probably could stay up 24 hours, but it's just not ideal with how much I got going on. Well, what's up, Bobby? How are you? How's JT doing today? Mike, what's up, man? How are you? Glad you could stop in. So the kitty kitty kittens are little plush kittens, and their heads rattle. That's interesting. That might actually freak the dog out if I bring one of those home and start doing that around him. But I'm sure my daughter would love them if I found them, and she'll probably take them and say I can't sell them, like she tries to do with all the plush. JT's napping right now. All right. He just needs a better chair, and I'm down the one I had hurt my ass too much. All right. Next time, Paul, move your couch in front of the camera so we can at least see that you're on camera, that you're still there. You never know. You might have completely left that building. Found carjacks only a couple days after watching Leroy's video. That's awesome. I don't think I'd ever think of looking for carjacks at any of these yard sales. I'd assume that's probably something you'd sell locally on like Facebook Marketplace. Leroy, what would you think? Or some carjacks cheap enough to where, I mean, light enough where you can actually ship them out at an affordable rate. I put it in my last video from neighborhood sales last weekend. All right, I'm gonna go check that out because I would love to see what these kitty kittens look like. That just sounds interesting. Amber says hi. Hi, Amber. How are you? Leroy was flirting with Nikki's snacks attack. Oh. Some of the vintage jack stands are worth decent money and worth shipping. All right. Maybe I'll have to do a little research into that. A lot of these yard sales around here, they're loaded up with tools and old crap from the garage. So maybe I'll look at that stuff. Maybe at least look into it. I don't know about actually getting it, but I'm loving expanding my knowledge on all this stuff. Every yard sale, there's something else I go, heard somebody talking about that. I don't really know it, but I do know a little bit. Let me take a look at it. And then that's how things go from there. Usually I'll pick it up and try to sell it and see if it works for me. Everybody's still on high. Leroy was killing it. Yeah, Leroy on those lives, especially when he gets tired, it's pretty funny. I don't know if he has also been drinking some coffees. Because if you see him on the morning show, 10:30 tomorrow, right, Leroy? We're back on. If he gets 2 coffees, it's going to be an entertaining morning show. She's doing great. Good. Good to hear, guys. Also, Derek wanted to mop her up with a biscuit, so she made it good. I started watching a little bit of that the other day when you posted it, Paul. When you posted the highlight clip. I just had some work phone calls I had to get on, so I didn't get to finish it. I got to get back and watch that one because that was a trip. Nikki just looked and was hilarious in those first couple minutes. Watching her try to, get that cigarette and then do that fireball was just hilarious, very hilarious. Trash to cash. It totally is. It blows my mind how cheap you can get a lot of this stuff at yard sales and then turn around and sell it for what we sell it for. You wouldn't expect it. And I think a lot of these people don't even realize that. But when they make these jokes about the yard resellers that email them, do you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this? And the early birds. And the guy that shows up and says, do you have cool tools? The guy that shows up and says, do you have video games? Even though everything's out. I don't think they realize, like, a lot of people, this is their living and they know they can make a lot of money off of this stuff. These people think are trash and they just want to get a buck or two for. I think some people might look at those type of resellers a little bit differently if they knew. But then again, we wouldn't be making the money if they knew. Yes, tomorrow morning on Mo's channel, 2 coffee minimum Friday on Mo's show. I'm ready for Thursday, Friday, Guinness style. Okay, so tomorrow is back on Mo's channel. That's awesome to hear. Glad it's back to 2 of you. I know you guys were together a little bit Monday. I was on the road for work trying to listen to you guys, and I just was not getting good service in the area of Jersey I was at, so I wasn't able to listen as long as I wanted to. Derek was hysterical. When's Derek not hysterical? Derek is just great. Like, I can watch Derek's videos and lives all day long. Just very entertaining, and he speaks the truth, and it's just great to hear. Glad to hear you had a blast. I know a lot of people who watched it said they did too. Yeah, these garage sales are freaking awesome. I didn't know how I was going to feel about them because I never really went to yard sales before. I never went to garage sales before. But now that I was doing the reselling, I knew I needed to start doing that. And I'll tell you what, after a month of going to them, I don't want this season to end because it's been so much fun on Saturday mornings going out there and finding certain things so cheap. Hello, Miss Jennifer. Don't even sweat it. I'm glad you're here. Um, you're never late. You can show up to wherever you want, whenever you want. And I know 4 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon is not a good time. Yep, you are the video game and ball cap guy. We know you're asking. I've actually started to do that as well. When I'm seeing stuff on Craigslist, if people are being kind of vague on what they have, or if I know they have something I want, I'm sending emails now and trying to work out deals beforehand. Haven't had any luck yet, but I'm hoping soon. Gotta make your run to the post office. Go make that run. Get those sales out the door. Glad you had some sales to ship out today. Just posted Derek's hour earlier today. That's awesome. I'm definitely going to check that out. I was telling Bobby I was a little bummed. I was texting with him on Saturday, or was it Friday, Bobby? I think it was Friday. We were watching the draft. Had a guy who was cleaning out his garage up in Mooresville. It's about 40 minutes from me. And I had early morning baseball, so there was no way I could get up to that and get back in time. He had a huge garage full of stuff, and I saw 2 boxes of hats in the corner of one of the picture. And I zoomed in, and they looked like they were pretty old. So I messaged him. He said they were all 80s and 90s. He was only looking for $1 a piece. A couple of them were going to be $3. So I was like, oh, this is great. Bobby said before, like, most hats are going to be $15 to $25 on the cheap end. And if there's a couple gold ones in there, it could be good money. And so after the guy told me that, I'm going back and forth with him. All he kept saying was, hey, I hope you can make it out tomorrow. I hope you can make it out tomorrow. And I'm like, I got baseball. I can't. Can you send me a couple more pictures of a couple of the hats? I'm willing to send you money right now and then just pick up at a later time. And he said, thanks for the offer, but I can't do it. I've already turned down some pre-orders, like pre-sale sales to other people for other things. So I don't want to do that because I don't know when I can get up with you to give them to you. So that was that. Saturday came. I wasn't able to get up there, obviously. As soon as I got done with softball, I had texted him and said, hey, do you still have these hats? Are there any hats still available? And he said they all had all sold, which I'm not surprised. 80s, 90s, all for $1 a piece. Yeah, trust me, I would love to do that. I know my parents, of course, would love that as well. Looks good. But yeah, I was pretty bummed because hats aren't something I really sold a bunch of before. I've got a couple listed, only sold one. But I've been watching a lot of videos and I've been hearing a lot of people talk about hats lately. Cernock had a great piece on hats not too long ago on OBX's show on Tuesdays. I know Tommy just made a large hat deal himself and is working through that. So when I saw hats so cheap and so old, I totally wanted them. It's now on my radar as one of the things I'm looking for first at a yard sale. But we'll see about that because I know, Bobby, you were saying most people overlook hats, so you can go to the other areas of the yard sale first and then make it back there. So we'll see. But hats are definitely something on my radar now. Any community sales this weekend? I haven't started to look yet, Paul. I'll let you know later tonight once I start looking. Honestly, most of the ones I've messaged you about, they're all on, I found them on Craigslist. So yeah, I'll take a look on there later tonight and see what's going on. I don't have baseball till 1 o'clock this Saturday. I don't have to be there till 12:30. So unless there winds up like a softball makeup game Saturday morning, I've got a full morning that I could hit yard sales. So I'm hoping it's a good weekend. If I get some of that pile in the other room knocked out over the next couple of days. Jarhead's back in the house. What's up, boy? How are you? Your coins came in. Nice. Chris made bank on the hats he bought one time. All right. Some of my favorites. Hard. Do you mean hats? Or some of your favorite items to sell too? Look out for Milwaukee tool hats. Okay, I'll definitely keep an eye out for those. Made more caps than video games last year. Yeah, you were saying that, Bobby, and that surprised me because I always thought of you as more of the video game guy. Um, a lot of the early videos I watched of yours, when I first started watching yours, you were talking about video games all the time and how much you were making. So for to hear that you made more on the ball caps kind of surprised me. But I guess too, when it comes to the profit on them, that would explain why. Now, do you have more ball caps listed or video games? Um, which one do you have more of? Supposed to go look at a NASCAR hat lot today, but lady didn't get back to me before I left Fort Worth. Oh, that sucks. I hear a lot about NASCAR hats and that they can that they do well. Wait, stop. Did somebody say tools? Somebody did, but it wasn't about actual tools, Leroy. It was just about tool hats. Not about this tool under the hat. Over 5,000 in profits off ball caps. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. About 5,600 of each listed. Okay, so you're pretty even. All right. Was the profits that you made off of both pretty even, or did the ball caps like completely outshine the video games? Okay. All right. Yeah, I think I saw on Instagram that you had got up with Cernock to talk about the hat you picked up. Would love to hear more about that deal at a time. Bobby just had a sick GameCube pickup. All right. Didn't you just have a good video game pickup yourself, or are you talking about the video game pickup that you had, Paul? Be careful with anyone selling lots of vintage Nuitad Logo 7. There's bulk lots being sold. Okay. Interesting. Definitely keep an eye out for that. Now, I don't like when I'm looking at when I'm going to be looking at hats. It's like something in my head would just kind of like go off if I see a tag on something that's supposed to be vintage. Um, I know you do come across vintage stuff that still has those new tags on them, clothing, hats, things like that. But I would think a majority of them don't. I could be wrong. I probably am. Wouldn't be the first time and definitely won't be the last time, especially when it comes to this. But I don't know. In my head, I'd be a little nervous if I start seeing like a whole bunch of tags on stuff that's somebody calling vintage. Ball caps are bigger ROI than video games and no returns. Okay, yeah. Could definitely see that if you're getting your ball caps for $1 a piece. Oh, Bobby had another one. Okay. If it's in a video, I've got you queued up too, Bobby. So I'll be watching that later tonight and see what you got. Um, that's awesome. Like you guys are all finding these game systems. I can't find any gaming systems of any kind at any of the yard sales I go to. I found some video games and at a good price both weekends, but no gaming systems yet. The one sale Paul was at with me, he knows there was the one guy like racing around the neighborhood trying to get video games from everybody. And I guess that's the case around here. I don't get out much before the sales start. If the sales start at 8, I'm usually showing up to the neighborhood at about 7:55, 8 o'clock right now. Um, so I'm not there super early like others probably are to snatch those up. I don't know. I guess it's kind of just me and respecting what people's wishes are about what time their sales start. Because I know how I would be if somebody's showing up early. Amber's not driving now. What did you guys do? Flip seats? Is Mike driving now, or did you guys get home? What's going on, Amber? He bought video games for the GameCube. Okay. What's up, Evan? How are you, buddy? Glad you can stop in. I wanted to punch that guy in the face. Yeah, I didn't see him. When I caught up with Paul at that sale, he was telling me about the guy. I think you guys saw that in that thrift haul video from last week. He said, guy jumping around, just begging people like, do you have any video games? Do you have any video games? Even if they don't have video games out. But hey, if that's what people are into and that's what the main thing they're selling, then I understand. Um, I actually beat out to a couple DVD VCR combos by this group of guys in an SUV. They were racing to every house that had any kind of electronics. They would race in, three jump out at once, and all run over to it. Just pull out money, hand it, grab it, and go. Run back to the car, jump in, go to the next one. And it was kind of funny because they actually had one of the guys was sitting in the trunk of the SUV, like kind of just like holding the stuff there and ready to just pop the hood up, like the trunk up and run out. It was hilarious to see. I wish I had got it on video because that would have just been like a perfect short or something like that could probably have hit. But when I saw it, I just didn't have the GoPro ready. It was just funny to see. But hey, if that's how people are making their money, more power to them. You got to make your money. Yes, Garbage Monster, you have been running hot on games and consoles the past few weeks. Again, guys, check out his shorts because you could see a lot of them. He's been getting some really good deals on them. Okay, you're home now. Well, that's good. 2 days in a row. Never got that lucky again. The consoles are 90 to 100 each. Got 4 in the last month for $10. That's freaking awesome, Bobby. That's great. What's up, Michael? How are you? Glad you could stop in. Basic keywords: vintage, mesh, trucker, foam, snapback. But Cernock knows street lingo the grilled Depop gets used. Yeah, I haven't done anything on grilled or Depop, but if that's where hats sell, then I'll definitely look into that. He has sold more vintage hats than I can explain. Wow, he was hundreds a week. That's amazing to be able to find that. That's pretty awesome. If I'm able to close a deal like the one I almost had last week, I'll definitely reach out to Cernock then for some advice. What's up, man? How you doing? Glad you could stop in. Who else we got here? Everybody's just saying hi to each other. But looks of it, it's 4:50, so I got about 5-10 more minutes, and then I gotta get dinner ready. I think I'm going to try to go live again this weekend, maybe. We have the kids, so I'm gonna have to try to squeeze it in. But I just kind of feel like I'm not putting out enough content. I mean, we all know like I've been busy, but I just hate not having content out there. Sorry, my head just looks crooked today. Could just be the computer. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't like how much content I'm putting out. I just haven't had a lot of time to do any pre-record, so I think I want to try and mix in another live if I can, just so I can still keep putting stuff out. Now that I'm at 500 subs, I'm starting to think about my watch hours a little more, and because those are only at 500, I'm running even there, which hey is great. But some longer form pre-records and some more lives are definitely going to help that. So I'm going to try to go live again at some point this weekend. I know I usually try to avoid YouTube on the weekends, but I am going to try. It might be a late night type listing session one. But this week I do have one haul video coming out. There just wasn't enough content to make it into 2 videos like last week. But I'm going to try and do a sold video as well. I haven't done one of those in a while because we have had some pretty good sales the last few days. The vintage tees will sell better on Depop and Grailed. All right, I'll take a look into that. I'm not registered on either site, so I will look into those tonight because I actually haven't listed any of those yet. They're actually sitting in a pile right next to me, ready to go. I just wanted to get the week before that yard sales up. I'm trying to go in order. I do, Jen. But you're always helping all of us out, and we appreciate it. Found a vintage Binford tool set at the bin. Should I list or keep for my collection? Good question. Good question. Lives definitely help. They do, Chris. I usually get anywhere from 10 to 25 hours out of every live when I'm on for 1 hour. So I'm definitely going to be trying to do more of those and trying to do more premieres with the videos as well to get the watch hours. I was very surprised with that video last week that kind of hit the algorithm a little bit. That video has almost 70 watch hours out of the 500 views. Um, Even with the 80% non-subscribed, I saw that it's still averaging 6.5 minutes of watch time, which to me just was amazing. I guess yard sale footage is what people really want to see right now. So I'm going to keep trying to put more of that out. Hello, Regina. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Cernak has more vintage clothing and hats in his death pile than I can comprehend. Driving down to buy all his hard goods so he has more room. Wow. That's crazy. When are you going to be doing that? That's pretty cool. Leroy's going to be doing a pop-up tool chat today at 5:10, guys. So if you are around and want to learn anything about tools or just want to watch Leroy, great guy, always puts out good content, and will always support you. Stop at his live and hang out with him and learn a little bit about tools. Like I said, with these wrenches I found, he gives good advice and he will help you as well. Everybody saying hi to each other. Paul got 125 hours from his live yesterday. Surprised me. You had a big crowd in there for a long time. And you went for 2.5 hours, so I'm not too surprised. How much did you get out of that 24-hour live? Was that like a huge boost? Because you guys had a lot of watchers for a long time in that, which was pretty cool. You want not subscribe watching as the whole go on YouTube? Yeah, Tommy, you've mentioned that many times. And I could not believe it, that video when I saw it sitting at 80% not subscribed. Watch that video. That made me start looking more in the analytics to see if I could find where these views were coming from. And I saw that it was on the right side, it looked like, because it was like suggested videos. So I'm assuming that's the right side on like Part-Time Pickers channel, Commonwealth Pickers channel. So I'm guessing that's where I got a lot of my views from. And it was just pretty cool to even see that I was suggested alongside those guys. Like, would never have thought that, but seeing 80% not subscribe was just blew my mind. Like, that was so cool to me. And the yard sale video before that, I actually had 40% not subscribe watching, so it actually increased. So yeah, I guess that's the footage people want to see right now. So I'm going to be trying to put out more content like that. Yes, Jennifer, thank you for everything you do. I know none of us can say it enough. If only subscribers watch, you get no growth. Yeah, I definitely have learned that. It's kind of funny. I've noticed when I post a video, I'll have like 90% subscribers for the first like 6-7 hours. And then it starts to go the other way. And I usually wind up about 25% not subscribed watch a video till these yard sale videos started. 500 hours from the 24-hour live. Wow. And really, that 24-hour one was 12 hours because only 12 hours was on your channel. So that's a huge jump for you. And I have no doubt that you're going to have your 4,000 hours probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks with how many lives you're doing and doing that midday show now too. That's going to be like 2, maybe 3 weeks, which is awesome. Yes, facts. I was so thankful to see that video popped out to the non-subscribers and out into that algorithm a little bit last week, because I actually picked up, I think it was about 15 subs, maybe a little more, but it was just awesome to see, like, it's getting kicked out to all these people and then the people are subscribing, which was really cool. Hi, what's up, Chuck? How you doing, buddy? Glad you could stop in. Chris, you are crazy. Time for a Paul Flipping Sports Guide to do a 24-hour live. No, not going to happen. But you know what, Chris? Everybody loves challenges on YouTube, so I'll make a challenge. I'll do the 24-hour live. One condition. One condition. You do a live. You haven't done one yet. You won't do one. Do you want me to do that, Chris? I want to see you live. Live churn watch hours average 1 to 3,000 depending on guests. Watch hours per video. It's insane to think about all the minutes people is watching now. It really does. I'm trying to get better now at leaving these in the background and getting work done. I've been trying to hide the videos and then work for a little bit and then kick back. But yeah, we'll see. Him, yeah, I don't know what he's just looking through all the stuff. Jarhead, I'm not surprised that you do a 24-hour live. That sounds right up your alley. Yeah, that's not happening, Paul. Exactly. I know he's not going to do it live, so I don't have to worry about doing this 24-hour. But Chris is saying never say never. Be careful what you agree to. You know, you do have to be careful what you agree to. But that's how much we all want to see you do a live, Chris. It's how much we all want you on the screen doing a live. It's how much we all also want to help you get to your 4,000 watch hours. I like your style. Before I even finished talking, I see what you said. He didn't say how long of a live it had to be. Yep, you're right. I did not. Look at Amber. Oh, snap. Mike's been doing 10 listings done per day while Sliber's talking in y'all's lives. There you go. I mean, you can still be involved in the lives, but we do have to get work done and stay away from the chat sometimes, which is something I've got to learn how to do. But they do really get the watch hours. Tommy, 1,000 to 3,000 per live. That's awesome. I mean, I know you guys are on for 3 or 4 hours, but that is a lot of people watching at one time. I'd be amazed to know how many like watch hours Kat gets out of her live. It'd be amazing to know. Chris will come on Jarhead's live, or Jarhead will go on Chris's live. Chuck's last video. Yeah, guys, Chuck's last video was hilarious. He got a great find for $5, and his reaction was priceless. Coming soon, a 3-second live from Chris. Is that a perfect time to say that's what she said? It is a lot of hours, Regina. It really is. So, guys, I see it's 5 o'clock. I've got to get dinner ready. Tommy's already said they're not going to be on live tonight, but do watch Cat the Nurse Flipper's show tonight. My boy Joe, the Philly Picker, is going to be one of her 2 guests tonight. If any of you, for some reason, do not know Joe and the Philly Picker, go subscribe to him. Check him out. But check him out tonight with Cat. Real good guy, a lot of knowledge, just good guy. I'm sure it's going to be a great show tonight, so can't wait to watch him on there. She gets double to triple easily, I'm sure, especially on those nights when she's got the really big guests. Whew, I'm sure those hours are through the roof. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching today. If any of my new subscribers were here today, lurking in the background and watching, thank you for coming out. Hope you like what you saw. Hope you continue to watch. Everybody else, thanks for stopping in as always and support. And I will talk to you all later on. I'll probably see you in Cat's live tonight chatting. If not, definitely tomorrow. Have a good day, guys.